Okay, Doug. So every I I I okay. Okay, Doug. Okay. You know how you said people were encouraging me that I should try to feel okay to spend money and not the bargain basement stuff. So your dad and I, we went to Macy's Monday, and I was determined I'm gonna buy something regular price if I so find something. And so I was gonna show you. Look, I got this teal shirt, and I have lots of turquoise accessories, so this will be perfect. So when we do our video, this is going to be my first shirt. And wait till you see this. Wait. Oh, well, it's a white jacket. I usually never buy white jackets because you get one thing on it and it's ruined. But it was only $15, and this will be real lightweight and nice for the airplane. Okay, check these out. Look, sparkle jeans are these to die for, and they're kind of stretchy. No, I'm serious, and they're real stretchy, but they're loose enough. You can't hardly buy pants anymore. It's all those stretchy legging things that you feel like you're going out in your workout clothes to wear in public. But well, I have some that I wear with my boots and like a dress, but anyway, so I love these jeans. I love, love, love these jeans, and I can't help it, but they were half off because that's all there was. Okay, now this is the most glorious thing. I know. I probably should not be that excited about this, but I want to show you this. Is this the most? I know I shouldn't be this excited. Is this the most glorious piece of luggage you have ever seen in your entire life? And it has hands. I'm sorry, and it has handles like this, and it's really lightweight. It's so lightweight that yesterday when Bella Boo was here, she was going around. It was bigger than her, and she could push it around. So then when I come out to do our stuff with you, and I'm by myself, I can just wheel it around, and it's so beautiful. And I just loved it so much. And so, of course, your dad was going to put it out in the storage shed with the suitcases. Like, well, you don't have to put it out yet. So I have a three-piece matching luggage. So now when I come see, well, I don't know like that much about time, but is that so exciting?
That's so
I
exciting.
know, I know. I should not be that excited about this new luggage, but I just am. And I just love it. Isn't it just so me?
And something I do want to stress is like that initial video. Again, I had no idea that it was going to turn into this big thing that is like a big thing. I would thought it was going to be seen by maybe 400 people and then be forgotten. And then that's not how it went. But something I do want to clear up too with people is that like I'm pretty sure a large amount of what you taught us was based on the way dad treats you. What I always say to people is that my mom taught me how to be a good man and my dad showed me how to be a good man. And that having both of those made a huge impact. And unfortunately, a lot of people only have one of those two things, if they even have one. I don't know many people that say, "Yeah, I have a great dad who was a great father and a great husband." I don't know many people who would say that. The number of conversations I've had the last couple of weeks with people saying that they don't have a relationship with their dad or their dad left when they were very young and they were raised by their mom and wishing that they had had a better influence of a dad at home. I've had a lot more of those conversations.
You know what I thought was, I've been kind of thinking about this. I think one of the hardest things for me is, because everyone says, "Oh, don't read any of their comments because you never know what they could say." Is I think I went on the tic tac. I always call it tic tac toe. I
Perfect.
have to remember tick tock, tick tock. Okay, the tic tac, that thing you put on there, and I went on there once and I thought, yeah, I can't go on there because people are making comments. So I want to respond and they have questions. Like when I started type a response, like, oh no, I can't do this because, there's too many. I can't respond to everyone. So I shouldn't respond to any. And then it's like, if we're really going to do this, I'm going to, you know, not bare my soul, but, talk about things. And then, but I don't really, I'll never be able to really talk to them, hear their stories, or I won't, it's not like I can go out to coffee with everyone and get to know them. And so that, I think that's going to be, I think that's hard, that will be kind of hard because I was thinking if people are that interested in this topic, they, I'm not getting emotional or anything, but they have a really real heart for their kids, and I think sometimes, especially now with the internet and everything, people are, oh, they have to reason. My poor daughter-in-laws, when they had babies, everything they were gonna do was gonna kill them. Back, I didn't have the internet. You guys got blankets and crib bumpers. I wasn't having this panic. I was gonna kill you. Everything I did to you. Fortunately, you all lived, but um, no, but I mean, these my daughter-in-law, like the other day, I told him, you know what, you need to get a tattoo that say it doesn't matter. So for about 10 years, I wrote a Woman of the Month article, and I would interview people, and it'd just be in our monthly newsletter. 9 times out of 10, when I'd call someone to be interviewed, they'd be, oh, you don't want to interview me. I don't have nothing special in my life. So I'd go interview them for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. And then 9 times, and I'd write the article, just a page in our monthly newsletter. And 9 times out of 10, they would all be like, oh, thank you. This is so good. And I think everyone has a story. Everyone has something in their life that they just don't recognize, but then seeing it on paper is so meaningful. And, I was just thinking about that. All these people that are like looking at our whatever we're doing, they each have a story. And it's like, maybe I'll never get to hear all their stories. But I just thought, just from my experience of that, I just, I don't know why I should not be emotional right now. This is really weird, but I just really want to share that every one of you has a story. And as a parent, even that is your story because every child is unique, and you have the most influence over that person. And everything you teach your child as far as communication or anything you do, that will be used their whole life with coworkers, friends, and maybe for generations. So everyone, you are significant, and not to make that a big burden, like, oh no, I have to do that. But on the other hand, um, it's just you are unique, and no one on the face of the earth in the whole universe knows your child better than you do. And so I just want to like encourage everyone that they do have a story, and they are important. And sometimes some of our it's not always the easiest times in our life that portray who we are. And for me personally, I always call it my greatest learning experience. um my oldest son, when he was like 10 days old, had spinal meningitis. It's the one that you can get the vaccination for now, but they were just working on that at the time. And so he just quit eating one day, and we took him to the hospital. I'll kind of shorten this down. 3 weeks later, he was released. He had severe brain damage. They thought he would have hearing loss, but he could hear, he could see, he could turn his head a little bit, but he never had use of his hands, and he was always nonverbal. So, um, I guess he would be a nonverbal quadriplegic. So, I mean, yeah, that sounds really bad, but we just loved Josh, and he was wonderful. And then he had a gastro tube. His muscles were spastic. He couldn't eat very well. So he had a gastro tube. I would gravity feed him every 4 hours of every day of every week, every 4 hours. I mean, even when I think about that now, I think, how did I even do that? But at the time, and he passed away when he was 11, but since he was my oldest, I had three more pregnancies and babies. So for 10 years, I had two kids in diapers, sometimes three. And I was using cloth diapers. And what's funny about that is my daughter-in-law is now like, "Oh, you were being environmentally." No, I wasn't being environmentally anything. I couldn't afford diapers. I didn't even know about the environment then. Things have changed a lot. But yeah, the hardest part is like if I'm 9 months pregnant, trying to hold Josh and hold his feeding tube. But that's another whole story. So I want to get into that. But because of that experience, it just changed my whole perspective on everything with my other boys. Like I can remember people saying just random things like, "Oh yeah, my kids keep wearing out their shoes," or "Oh yeah, my kids in the terrible twos are tearing out." And I would just think, Josh will never wear out his shoes. He will never get anything out. And I'm sorry. Okay, you can cut this out. But but then with my other boys, I was just like, "Oh, isn't that cute? They're tearing everything out of the shelves, and I put it back every day." But it just gave, and that's part of who I am, and that's I think why yeah, I said just such a different perspective on my with my other boys. Just the fact that they could walk and learn and do things, and I might have even been a little overzealous with my second one. I mean, he wasn't even old enough to sit up. I had to prop him up, and I'm doing flashcards. But that's a story too. I could go on forever. I know Doug said these videos are going to be 3 to 10 minutes. Ha! Well, he has his work cut out. He's going to have to cut out a lot. Um, but so no, I guess I just want to encourage every one of you. You're doing great. You need tattooed. Most things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the toys aren't picked up every day or this or that. If you can just remember at least once a day to read your kids a story and listen to them, and then go take a bubble bath. Guys, too, go take a bubble bath. Just take care of yourself. People are too stressed out now. Just, turn your phone off, relax, enjoy your kids. You're doing great. I've just been doing this for the last week. So that's why this looks so funny for me to have on my librarian chain on my glasses.
It is nice and dangly.
Oh, and today it even matches my outfit. I do not have one in every fashion color. I guess I'll have to work on that. No, I'll never wear this out of the house. This is only oh, you should tell people like that. You'll never see me like this out of the
It's
house.
a rare treat.
this oh boy. That'll get subscribers. This whole thing is just so crazy.